All right, here you got NoSQL injection, which I thought was very nice when I saw this. I've never done NoSQL injection before. Most databases use structured query language like Access and Oracle and Microsoft SQL Server, but NoSQL is this alternative way of storing data with a different format, and that's what Crappy uses. I imagine it's Mongo. So anyway, we log in, already logged in, and see vehicle details. Now we view the shop. All right, we've already been this far before. So let me just go to Burp and clear the old stuff out. Let's get to the proxy history and clear the old stuff out. Oops, right click, not that, but clear everything. Clear history, okay. And now I just want to view, I'm going to get the instructions over to the side again. Okay, I want to view the shop and add a coupon. So I go to shop and I add coupon. Okay, now I just add some like test. I don't have a valid coupon code, so I'm going to send an invalid coupon code. That's all I have. All right, and now I'm going to look and see how that was handled in Burp. So here's my attempt to validate a coupon. The response is here, internal server error, which is somewhat disturbing. Here's the request. All right, there's where I sent up the test. The request contains one JSON parameter, test. All right, so let's send this to the intruder. The question is, can I inject SQL or NoSQL injections here? And the answer, of course, is I can, but it is a little stranger than using the kind of SQL injection we did before. So we go to the intruder, where we can modify things. We clear the old section marks, and I want to modify the coupon value of test. So I put section marks around that. Okay, good. Now in payloads, there is a payload of NoSQL and SQL injections here in the instructions that we can put in, and that's what they look like. Apostrophes we've used before. Here's a null byte. Here's a comment character, and here's the SQL injections we used before, like or1 equals 1. And down here are some screwy looking ones. These are the NoSQL syntaxes, I think. These dollars, nin, and such, and these are various query languages with various things to inject. So let's run this attack, and we want to see if any of them give us a successful injection. And you see they're all giving us 500, which is server error, which means the server cannot understand any of these requests. So all of them are failing. They do not turn into anything understandable by the server, so that's no good. And now we can try other variations of this. Now on the intruder tab, in the payloads subtab, we can go to the bottom and observe there is an option to URL encode characters, and it is currently URL encoding curly braces and such. And that might be the problem. The fact that it's URL encoding it might mean they aren't being understood correctly by the server. So we're going to clear that box and run the attack again. All right. Now we get some messages that are no longer 500. We get 422. 422 is invalid character, unprocessable entity. And it tells you down here, invalid character, a quote after object. So that's 422. And so we made some progress, but none of these are still being interpreted by the server and understood and executed yet. So there's one more thing we want to do. We, in the positions, we left quotes around the thing we're injecting, and those quotes might be interfering with the injection. So let's try getting rid of those quotes. So we inject the raw payload without quotes and run this one. And now you get 500, a lot of, and now you get a 200. And another 200. These are successful NoSQL injections. And you'll see responses down here where it actually seems to have accepted and done something. This seems to have created something. I think this created a new coupon code is what we did here. With this one, we've created a valid coupon code. And with this one, I think we might also have created a valid coupon code with both of them. I'm not quite sure exactly what they did, but several of these are now successful. And so that's kind of fun. So I'll just let that go.